Big game for this, like the biggest game of the year for them so far.
Well, last game, I have a little bit of a hot take. Last week was like the biggest Dolphins win in the history of the franchise, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think last week was like week 4 of the preseason for a lot of teams. I don't think everybody gave everything they had last week. That's just my opinion.
So yeah, how much did you see of Tyreek getting arrested?
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. That was
like, what the fuck? He's on my fantasy team too, of course.
Yeah.
And I just wake up.
Could you imagine if they would have injured his knee or something like that and he would have been down for the season?
He's lucky he didn't get killed. I mean, in a situation like that, I mean, I think it was honestly like one of the best, like, I don't know. I think it was awesome to see, well, not awesome, but it was good to see it all play out on live camera. Did you see the body cam footage?
I saw the whole thing. I saw the whole hour. And I didn't know that was one of the teammates that stopped to try to help.
Right.
And then
but like,
he got arrested too.
At least you saw the cop be a little too aggressive. You saw him not really complying. But it didn't really. It was kind of both of their faults. Right?
No, you don't have, if you're stopped for a traffic violation like that, you don't have to roll your window down. They tell you that. You don't have to roll your window down. That's not a law.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, like, I think that it just shows both sides of the argument. Like, there's half the people in the world are saying, oh, he should have cooperated more. Half the people in the world are saying, the cop's an asshole, right? So it's like you got to see a little glimpse of both sides without it escalating to death, which is how it's been. So at least I feel like, could Tyreek have rolled his window down? Probably. Does he have to? No. Was the cop probably pissed and annoyed? Yeah, but
you got to understand. He's kind of like a celebrity. So if he rolls down the window and if he gets out of the car, everybody's going to notice him,
right?
Who he is, and there's going to be a massive traffic jam, and more people are going to get hurt. So that's why he rolled his window up, because he has tinted windows and he didn't want anybody to see who he was, so that he didn't cause. It was not nefarious on his part at all. He was in the right 100%. It was that that one rogue cop that thought he was, above everybody else in the law. And I mean, it happens all the time, though. It's just not, it's not,
The thing is, though, what I'll say is I feel like you said 100. I'd say Tyreek was like 85% in the right.
Yeah, but who
90%
in the traffic stop is 100% right all the time.
But the thing is, like, last summer, Tyreek's like slapped a boat attendant in the back of the head. Like, he has like domestic, stuff on his thing. I think he can be a little hothead when he's around people that like might not know who he is.
You could tell through the whole video. Once they figured out who he was,
right?
Every cop except for the one that was just, I don't care what anybody says, the guy was just an asshole. Kind of like backed off and realized what the situation was. I mean, he was like literally 100 feet from the entrance to the facility.
That's what I say. That's why I don't drop that 100% down to 50% Tyreek being wrong. Because it's not like they were in Atlanta. They were right next to the stadium.
Yeah, he could have literally punched the gas and been there and nothing would have happened.
He could have ran there and nothing would have happened.
If he was trying to evade the law, he has a car that would literally go 160 miles an hour. He could have literally fled the scene and nothing would have ever happened. Once he's in the facility, nothing happens.
Right. And he was kind of cooperating. That's why I say, like, let me say this, like, you said 100%, I'd say 95. I do think there's a slight window where Tyreek can kind of be like, because he thinks everything is a joke. Dude. And he's even saying it. But the cop not knowing who he was, where they were, is inexcusable. 100% he's in the wrong. Like, what?
Dude, I watch like especially lately, I've been watching like a lot of these Karen videos where like cops pull these Karens over,
Right.
and I'm telling you, man, Tyreek did nothing compared to some of these people on simple traffic stops. Like these
Right.
people, and I've never seen a cop throw somebody to the ground like that. It's just really, it's
It was a lot. That cop, but like, what was I going to say? That cop specifically should be fired.
I understand the gun thing because you don't know if anybody's got a gun. So I understand the window.
But you don't open the door, rip someone out of the car if they have a gun.
Right.
It was so, but like, that's why I say I love that it was all caught on camera because there was a little bit of each. Like, what another thing I loved about it is the cops weren't white. So you couldn't just make it a race thing.
Yeah. I just thought
So it's bigger than just like, I do think like the George Floyd thing and some of the cop things are definitely racist.
Not everything's racist though. Not everything. That kind of
But
was.
exactly.
That kind of was. They just. In my opinion, that one cop just expected him to be hiding drugs in his car or something, or going for a gun. I understand cops are always kind of in that situation where if somebody's trying to, close a window on you or do something like that, he's probably nefarious. But it wasn't even like a true traffic stop because they didn't know he had no seatbelt on until he rolled his window down.
Right. It didn't make any sense.
How do you know he doesn't have a seatbelt on if his windows are tinted? That's insane.
Plus, like, if he went to the car and Tyreek just wasn't rolling the window down, I understand, but that's not what happened. Tyreek was like, I gave you my shit. Don't knock hard on my window like that. Yeah. It's not like I'm driving a 2003 Nissan Sentra. Yeah, you're going to depreciate the value of the vehicle by knocking on the window like that. Like, actually.
Where I do think Tyreek kind of instigated the situation a little bit when he was sitting on the sidewalk and he's just kind of laughing and like, once you guys find out who the fuck I am, this is all going to be swept under the rugs. But
see, I think you heard one of the officers right away go, that's Tyreek. Yeah. I think that guy was the guy that ripped him out of the car was the only one that didn't know it was Tyreek, or he was pissed that the celebrity was upstaging them in front of people and did it on purpose, which was even worse.
The funniest thing was the fan that was there. The fan was like trying to get. He videoed the whole. He's the guy that videoed the whole thing.
He's like, yo, Tyreek Hill.
No, man, don't hurt his knee, man. We need him. We need him in this game.
Like you could see the guys walking by the sidewalk on the way to the stadium. Like it's not like it was, in Atlanta or like downtown Miami or somewhere else. It's like you're right there with the guy with the $1 billion car.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. Maybe Tyreek was driving like a dickhead, though. Who knows? But see, that's where it doesn't make sense because you're right. And that's the whole thing. The first thing the cop said to him was, we're pulling you over. He didn't even say why they were pulling him over. He said the seatbelt thing, but they cited it as reckless driving.
Luis is in the house. Hi, Luis. How are you? Can you see the chat?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah, I thought it like I saw the whole. I don't know how I found an hour to watch that whole thing. It was I think it was kind of funny. But
yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just caught like the body cam.
That would be like my luck getting stopped. Like Right. We're good. How are you, Luis? Good to see you. All right, so I'm taking the Dolphins tonight. I put that in there.
Nice. You got your survivor pick too.
Oh, last week?
Yeah, I told Amber not to take Cincy. She didn't listen.
Oh. Yeah, last week was you're taking the Cowboys, Luis?
But
what was your biggest surprise last week?
Hold on, let me look at the slate. I'm so into next week already. I'm like, last week. What happened last week? Let's see.
You know what I think is funny is I know you don't follow college football,
right?
But so I kind of have two favorite teams in college football. I have Notre Dame and Alabama, obviously.
Right.
And Notre Dame won really big the first week, and everybody was like jumping on board with Notre Dame. And then they lost last week to a nobody.
Right. Of course, right?
It's so funny.
Yeah, they were unranked, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard of that. But
they lost
to
to
answer,
nobody. A nobody.
yeah, to answer your question though, I'd say the Browns, they were my biggest surprise, like that whole game. Like the way Dallas's defense didn't really skip a beat, but also, you know,
Are you a Bills fan, Luis? I wanted to take Buffalo, but not Miami. This is a big game tonight for those two teams.
it is. It is. Yeah, the Cowboys well, they got the old coach from the Vikings who was really good on defense, I guess.
My brother was a huge. Your uncle was a big, Cowboy fan.
Yeah, RP.
That's why he's not very intelligent. It's like
Yeah. Yeah, Dak might be a Dolphin next year. We'll see.
no.
Yeah. No, I think last week was a big week for Tua, for sure. But we'll see. I don't know. Tonight's a big game for Tua. Like, I don't know. Tua's just so annoying. It's like he does great until you really need him. And then he starts throwing interceptions. And then he's turned the ball over. Tua turned the ball over.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you think's a bigger who do you think's a bigger disappointment? Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson.
Really?
Yeah, because he was still technically in the prime of his career. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is on the back nine for sure.
Yeah, but they paid, I mean, they literally mortgaged the team to get Aaron Rodgers over. I guess they did the same thing with the Browns, though. I think you're right.
I mean, not necessarily. Not necessarily. If you remember, that whole thing was a holdup. The Jets actually sent the Jets actually got a number 1 round pick.
What was the contract with Dak signed? He signed a 4-year contract for what?
Oh, did he sign?
$600 billion.
Oh, he did sign the other day. That's right. Yeah, he's not coming to Miami. Good call, Louis. Shit, I forgot he signed. But yeah, fucking Deshaun Watson. The Browns are a mess. They're a problem.
Hold on, let me play your intro, and we'll go into this shit here. Hold on a second.
Word.
Whoop! I don't want that. I just think the whole thing was fucking hilarious.
The Tyreek Hill thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's like, Calais Campbell just shows up. He's like, "Everybody good?" They start fucking. They arrest him.
Yep. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. So this is my new intro for the new channel, NFL. We'll talk about everything here on this thing, not just the NFL, but we'll talk about anything besides true crime, I guess, here. But this is the new intro that I'm going to try to get into this thing here somehow.
Nice.
This is such a great song, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think so
if
too.
I want it, I'ma go.
I think Ringo did a really good job at the end of the game.
Yeah, I'ma take my shot, whether I switch it.
I know you sent me the whole thing, but it's always good to see you in here, Luis. Thank you for coming in. I'm probably gonna who the Cowboys playing this week?
The Cowboys have the Saints at home.
Oh, that's an easy win.
I don't know, man. The Saints are pretty good.
No.
Yeah, didn't they beat somebody this week by like 100 points?
Yeah, they beat the Panthers by 37. I keep saying Derek Carr, like that first year he was in the league, he was He was like the greatest quarterback. It was like right before Mahomes got in. He was like the best quarterback in the league, and he snapped his leg, and he's never been able to quite. I don't know. I believe I'm a Carr believer. I am.
Yeah, he plays good for a few weeks, and then he's kind of like Stafford. All you're hoping is he doesn't throw an interception.
Yeah, I just feel like he's such a great quarterback that's never really had any receivers. But then you give him receivers, and he doesn't throw it to him. So it's like. I don't know. He never really had a defense in Oakland either.
A wish on a star and no regard for human life when I'm in my zone and I duck it home on a give and go or a pick and roll. If I go, I explode through the hole every time in a different mode. When I grind, look at this flow, it's so divine. They know the name
Nice.
of what I've designed. Put on a show.
You should have played changes.
Just know every time that it's a full send. That's just me, baby. I'ma tell you one thing about me, baby.
Yeah, this is your favorite song of mine, huh?
Yeah, it is one of them. I mean, I got a couple others, but
Right.
that'll be. I'll try to. I know you sent me the whole thing, but my other computer shit the bed, so everything kind of went with that. So I'll have to try to find it again.
Do you
But-
remember the first time I showed you that song?
Which one? This one?
Remember when I came up when it was just us at the house?
Before or after the catastrophe?
Way before. When they were camping or whatever, remember?
Yeah.
No, remember it was the one time I've ever gone up there and it was just us hanging out at the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, way before. That I showed you this, remember? And then I wanted to show you the album, but you had to go to bed. So I sent you the link and you listened to a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song was on there. You said you liked it.
Yeah, it's a very good song.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was
the new album too, though.
well, that was before it was even finished. So that was like way before. Yeah.
So
That's
I'll
cool.
I'll try to incorporate that somehow into the I'll try to do like a real intro.
Well, if you want, I mean, until you figure it out, I could always do it on my end. I got the speakers. I just got to connect.
Yeah,
them.
you could do it. Yeah, if you want to do it, that's fine. Because I try to do with just a MailChimp monkey thing, and it's so difficult to try to navigate that freaking thing. But
everyone's like, oh, technology's great, and then never works.
technology is good, but they just need to make it. It doesn't need to be that complicated. It just doesn't.
Well, it's like with technology, like overall, it's good, but I just feel like it's like we keep trying to branch off into other things, and everybody needs their own thing. So it's like, now there's an Alexa, now there's this new thing, and like I feel like all these inventions are all just kind of rushed, and they all have glitches.
Yep.
Well,
first, you gotta figure out how to do it. Believe me, when we were a band, we would have killed for some of the shit they got now. You can literally create an album online with absolutely no instruments whatsoever. You don't need
Right.
any instruments.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So, but at the same time, it doesn't. I don't think it has to be that complicated. But what do I know? I don't know anything.
Did I just go off screen, or could you still see me?
No, I get you.
All right. Yeah, because that's okay. No, but I agree. I mean, I definitely agree music wise. I'm just talking technology in general. I feel like there's always a glitch for something. It's always more complicated than it needs to be, like you said.
Well, first of all, you got to find a computer that works, and then you got to find
that's half the battle.
time to do it.
All right, let me know if you can hear this. Hold on. Can you hear that?
Yep.
Yeah, that way, so it's just kind of playing in the background.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, for next time.
Yeah, I'm going to try to incorporate this channel, kind of like sports, music, anything you want to talk about, really.
Okay.
All
All right, let's do these picks though. This game's
right,
almost.
right, let's do the hold on, this schedule, right? No.
Yeah. Do you want to lock these picks in?
Yeah, I'll lock them in. I was on the spreadsheet earlier, and I put Miami in on the spreadsheet. I took Dallas too, I think. Oh,
Okay.
that's a tough game right there. Oof.
Yeah, I'm going Miami tonight.
You're going Miami.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Buffalo, but I'm going with my fan. I'm going. With yeah. They
That's
should
why I
beat them.
never-
They got to beat them at some point. If they don't beat them tonight, we probably won't even make the playoffs. Like, we have to win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, well, you don't have to win tonight, but it would be really nice to get. I mean, Miami came out like a wildfire last year. They won like what, 5 games in a row.
Yeah, well, we weren't playing anybody. I'm just saying, from the psyche of the team, if we lose to the Bills again, it's like, why even bother playing the season? Like, we're going to lose to the Bills in the playoffs anyway. Like it's. I'm telling you, this team is very mentally fragile right now. There's a lot that could go either way, and I think that's why last week was such a big win for us. But all right, so you're going Miami, right? I mean,
Yeah, I'm going Miami.
You're going Dallas.
Yeah, I'm taking Dallas. Yeah,
All right, Detroit or Tampa?
that's a tough game, man. Whose game of
is.
the week is it?
It's mine. I went Miami, Buffalo.
Oh, you did?
Yep,
Fantastic.
of course.
I'll take
Yay!
Detroit, even though
It's raining.
yes, it's raining. Yeah, we could talk movies on this channel too.
Fuck it.
Uh,
Anything except for dogs.
I keep forgetting Tampa Bay has Baker Mayfield, and he's such an underrated quarterback. It's not even funny.
Look at the Browns. They're so funny. They had him.
They're so stupid. Yeah.
Okay. Who's next? Green Bay, Indy.
We'll take now that Love is dead, right? Is he out?
He's out for 3-6. Yep.
Yeah, so I'll take Indianapolis.
All right. Who do we got? Jets, Titans.
I'll take the Jets, actually. I'm gonna take the Jets in that game.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jets too.
I don't know why, but if the Jets lose that game, they're gonna drive Aaron Rodgers back to Green Bay, man.
They trade him back. They release him. I mean, the Jets, like, it's tough in the NFL because it's like, well, the Niners ran all over the Jets, and the Titans kind of ran all over Chicago, so they should be able to do the same thing, right? That's not going to happen. It's going to be the Jets. They're going to have a bounce back.
I'll tell you, the Tyrod Taylor is another underrated quarterback. This is what, his 9th team,
right?
But if you got Aaron Rodgers, you don't play Tyrod Taylor, right? I mean,
you do if Aaron Rodgers is a fucking crackhead.
It's only a matter of time before Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. Anyways, it's just like any second. It's like a Chris Paul thing. Any second.
Right. All right.
And it's usually when you really need them, like in a playoff game or something like that.
Right. Niners, Vikings.
Oh, that's another tough game. I'm going to pick San Francisco, though.
Yeah, that defense we had in Miami is materializing in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Because Flores is there.
Well, Kirk Cousins is a joke, literally. He's just...
Well, it's Sam Darnold now.
Oh, that's right, because Kirk Cousins is out.
Right, but that defense, Brian Flores this is his second year as D coordinator.
Oh, is that where he is?
Yep. And he's got Van Ginkel with him, who was...
Oh, that guy doesn't have a head coaching job is beyond me. I think he's...
Right.
That may be another race thing right there, but...
Well, I mean, he kind of did that one to himself.
I thought that's what was going to happen with us, is when Brian Flores came to us as a defensive coordinator, that he'd take over for Mike Tomlin, but that's not going to happen because we just, I don't know, we like to lose.
Right.
Apparently.
All right. Who we got next?
I'll go
Seattle. Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Seattle too. Giants, Commanders.
Oh God. Ugh.
I went the Giants.
You're gonna take the Giants? I'm gonna take Washington. I think. I don't know why.
The Super Bowl.
It really is. It's so pathetic. That's where Bill Belichick is going.
Carolina Chargers.
I'm
going Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina. There's a lot of
Although-
shit games this week.
Yeah, I mean, although I think the Chargers showed me something last week. I think they're going to be solid. Jacksonville, Cleveland.
Jacksonville.
That game is like both of those teams are going to be actively trying to lose the game.
Yeah, no kidding.
What do we got next?
I got Baltimore all over Las Vegas, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I'm telling you, man, if only Baltimore could get by Kansas City, they'd probably win a Super Bowl, but I just don't think they can.
Right. Okay. So you went Baltimore?
I did. And I'm going to take Arizona in the next game.
Arizona over the Rams? Yeah, I'm going the Rams. But that's going to be a good game, I think.
It is. Yeah.
Arizona's, I think, going to be one of those teams that like puts up a bunch of points but loses a bunch of games.
Yeah. Well, they got a great defense. If they just had anybody, it seems to be the thing in the league this year. Like everybody's got really good defenses, but no quarterback. So there you go.
Right. Denver and Pittsburgh. You going Denver?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Every time. You going KC or Cincy?
That's a tough game right there, man. I'm actually going to take Cincinnati in that game.
Are you reading into any of this water bottle thing?
No.
There was a shot of, did you see it?
No.
There was a shot of Joe Burrow picking up a water bottle and he couldn't lift it. Because he had ligament damage in his arm last year that made him miss the whole season.
Oh.
So people are thinking it's not healed right yet.
Oh, well, if he's out, then I'll probably change that pick.
No, he's gonna play. People are like concerned that his arm is just never gonna make it back.
Like the same thing that happened to what's his face?
Who?
What the hell was his name? Carson.
Are you talking about your linebacker?
No, Carson.
Carson Palmer?
Yeah, Carson. Was it Carson Palmer?
I think he broke his leg, didn't he? Pretty bad.
Yeah, with us. And then he was never the same afterwards. Yeah, I hope not.
But you're still going
Burrow.
Cincy anyway?
Yes.
Okay. Houston, Chicago.
Houston.
Yeah, that's going to be my survivor pick for this week. Then we got Philly, Atlanta.
Oh, God. I'll go Philly.
All right, then who do you want for your survivor pick?
That'll be the only game that Atlanta wins this year is
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Like those two teams always play on Monday night. But okay, so how'd you feel about the survivor pick last week? Did you like it?
Yeah, sounds good.
Who do you got this week that's automatically going to win, and you can't pick San Fran?
And I can't pick San Fran.
Right, they're out for the year now.
I'll take Denver.
All right, against Pittsburgh? Yeah.
One would think I really hate my team because I never picked them, ever.
Yeah, but nobody goes through the shit that we do with our football teams.
No. The only time I'll probably pick them is if they're in a Super Bowl.
Right.
Do you remember the time that we were driving back behind the truck for the Super Bowl against the Packers?
Yeah. He was going like 15 miles an hour the whole
4 miles an hour.
We made it back at halftime. That was great.
He'd been through 3 interceptions.
Yeah, he kept throwing picks. That's right. We were at work the whole time. We couldn't even see it. We were watching on the fucking
Oh my
Statcast.
God, it was so horrible. That's why they lost that football game, I'm telling you.
All right, I'm gonna throw this game on.
Good call. Thank you.
The thing is, it's on Amazon Prime. Do you have it?
I do, but I won't be able to watch it because I'll be working. But I usually do. I usually do the radio, Westward One, when I'm driving. So I'll listen
Westwood
to the
One's
game.
good. They're good.
But good luck tonight, buddy. You need if you guys go 2-0 tonight, you guys are on your way to the playoffs for sure.
Well, yeah, like I said, I think last week was really important because I think it was the first time. Because I think the problem with our team is that Tyreek is really our leader.
Yep.
And I feel like he doesn't really know how to lead because, like,
he's so good. Tyreek is just so good.
Because nobody can tell him shit on the football field, you know? He's the king of the football field. But I think what happened was, like, during the traffic stop when Calais Campbell went to help, I think that was the first time that someone, like, was able to be there for him as a teammate.
Yep.
You know, off the field.
Yep. No, that
he could truly understand.
right there, bro. That doesn't that definitely solidifies a team big time.
You know, so it's interesting. Like, the whole team didn't play well in the first half. Normally, it's just a player if they go through something. Like, I think the team was flustered by what happened to Tyreek, and once they were like, okay, forget about it, they came back and beat him. I mean, it was Travis Etienne was about to score a touchdown with 2 minutes left in the third, and we got him to fumble, and then Tyreek goes for the 80-yard touchdown. Like, if he scores, it's a whole different season. Like, a win like that is incredible. So we're gonna try to build off it, but the problem is the Bills had kind of the same thing happen to them last week.
Yeah, the Bills have no running game whatsoever, and as far as I'm concerned, this year here, it's just like last year. Whoever has the best running game is probably gonna win the Super Bowl. I mean, as good as Kansas City is, they have a stingy defense when they have to, and they can run the ball effectively because they have probably the greatest player in the game in what's his face, and when he needs 10 yards or so, he can just pick it up with his legs, and he doesn't always do it, but if he needs to do it, it's gonna happen, and you can't stop that these days.
Well, I have the Bills running back in fantasy, so if he gets a bunch of yards, I'll be fine. Yeah, I have the Bills running back and one of their receivers, so I'm hoping if the Bills beat us by 100 points, at least they score some points.
I'm thinking like 24-14 tonight, Dolphins.
I got 28-23 Bills for $40 on a 30-cent bet. So
nice.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, I'm gonna play your changes on the outro.
Okay.
Oops, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh.
I wonder if maybe we should stay on the live and I shouldn't watch the game.
You're like me.
Yeah, maybe that's the best thing. Well, because I have to watch it on my computer because I don't have the Amazon Prime.
You don't have Amazon Prime?
No.
I don't think I do either. I think Heather has it. But
yeah, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. We like switch them out. Like if we're not really using them, we'll pull the subscription or whatever. Oh shit.
Everything around me is changing.
Yeah, Hallsville's dead now. They're dead.
Did they tear it down?
Not yet. But I don't know what they're doing with it yet.
That sucks.
Yeah, when we were me and Chris, they came up and recorded the video with us. Remember him? We went and checked the night before, to like give them the idea of like what we were gonna do. And it was actually the night they were having the meeting there to like to discuss like what to do with it. And I stopped one of the ladies and was like, "Do you know what's going on?" I was really drunk, so I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" Yeah. So I was so drunk. I was like, "Let's go look at it now." And they're like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Okay."
You're going to jail, bro.
Yeah. Wasted.
We used to climb this building when we were kids.
Yeah. Yeah. But she was like, it's awful on the inside, basically, was the point. And that I don't know what came from the meeting, but I don't know. I would hate to see it torn down.
Yeah, they'll probably just make it like an office building or something. That school is old, very old.
Right. But all right,
What time's the game start?
It started 5 minutes ago.
Oh, all right, buddy.
Yeah,
I'll see you
so
later,
it's all
man.
good. We'll figure out the like intro outro music and stuff after, but
Changing when I don't know what's going
If you
on.
want to work on it, go ahead, man.
I feel like we should just do your guitar solo because it's more of like an instrumental.
I can see its value when it's easy.
Well, I'm trying to promote your shit, man.
It is because it's my record. You know.
I know this channel that I follow does nothing but rap. She does, and I sent your music over to her.
Nice, thank you.
Yep.
Hopefully it'll stick. Yeah, nobody likes me because I'm white.
You're not white.
No, I literally had no. That's literally like someone was like, "No, I don't listen to white people's music." Like,
Well,
I don't take white
listen.
rappers seriously. Like, that's what it is. So.
Don't listen then.
It is what it is, man.
All right, buddy.
All right, love you. Well, hopefully
I love you too, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, we're gonna need it.
So I had to cut them off.
All right.
I just
All right,
had to do it, dog. That's just for my health. Just another change that I have under my
All right,
belt.
so
An
that's the end of
adjustment
that.
I felt.
Thank you, Luis, for coming in. Thank you, Stephen, for jumping on. We're gonna get out of here, get ready for work, and then watch the football game. So there's the picks, week 2. Take care, everybody.
A card that I was dealt, a skeleton chilling in my closet on the shelf. Just had to do it, dog. That's just for my health. Just another change that I have under my belt, an adjustment that I felt. A card that I was dealt, a skeleton chilling in my closet on the shelf. It's changing, changing. Nothing remains the same. It could change anything. Everything around me is changing so quickly, it's crazy. What tomorrow holds, I don't know, so I go with the flow. Everything around me is